This has to be the most beautiful post that I have seen on Twitter. We got this beautiful mademoiselle here, and she says, I'm sorry, but the way he is getting more praise than all the women, it's starting to piss me off. There is so much to unpack here that I feel like a leftist university professor that is ready to deconstruct. I'm going to deconstruct the capitalismus now. Okay, so first of all, I find it very interesting that a person in a secondary role can outshine the main cast, because this was one of the criticisms that progressives had. It's like, how can women ever shine as an actress if they're only casted in secondary roles? But look, I mean, they can read a book now. You should call Ryan Gosling the professor, or the brofessor. Go on YouTube and look for the brofessor. You'll like what you'll find, trust me. But anyway, right, so it can be done. It can be achieved. You can break the glass ceiling. But the interesting part of all of this is that if you actually read some of the interviews, you will find out that they went and they filmed this on an actual beach. And they expected the Barbie to get sexismus. Like, they were waiting for it. They were like, come on, give us the sexismus so we can capture it live. Unfortunately, not a single person approached the actress, but a lot of people approached Ryan Gosling. And they were like, oh, looking good, dude. You're doing a great job. Congratulations. And did you know that that is also sexismus? This is why these people go to American universities, to recognize sexismus everywhere. The question isn't, is there sexismus? That is the wrong question. Like, how is it sexismus? I already explained how the leftists think using race as an example. I will say it again because it's very important. I want you guys to say it to other people too. If two people walk in a store at the same time, one black person and one white, and they walk literally at the same time, and you're the store owner, who do you serve first? And the leftist has to analyze, has to use the tools given to him by years of education in order to find out not if you are a racist, because obviously you are, but how you are a racist. So, like, if you decide to serve the black person first, then you're a racist because you do not trust a black person to be alone in your store for more than a couple of seconds. If you decide to serve the white person first, then obviously you don't think that a black person's time is valuable, and you decided to serve the white man first because you think their time is more important than a black person, right? So, like, no matter what you do, there is racismus. And this is literally the same thing. Like, if people would have approached the actress and they would have said that she looks beautiful, she's gorgeous, that is sexismus. If people approach Ryan Gosling first, that is sexismus, right? Like, sexismus has to exist for these people to make money. They do not have any other talent besides lecturing you, making blogs, complaining, and trying to deconstruct. If you take sexismus away from them, then what are they? Nothing. Absolutely not. They have no skill. So I'm talking about the writers, which are striking now. And this is why sexismus is pivotal for their existence. They can't just exist in a world without it. Like, that would be horrible. If I were to have a button right now that I would be able to press and it would remove sexismus from the world, I would probably be assassinated. But anyway, right, so this lady doesn't understand why Ryan Gosling is getting much love. I know this is very difficult to understand. And this is like, okay, you gotta throw out your concept of representation. All right, that doesn't work. People do not feel themselves represented when they see a different human being, regardless if they happen to share the same cock, the same race. It doesn't matter. Okay, representation is a dumb American concept. I would say what it is, but I would be violating YouTube's TOS. Anyway, the real reason people go watch movies is to find relatable characters and sometimes eye candy. Ryan Gosling is very popular with the ladies because he is being objectified by the women in the cinema. They want him. They lust for him. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. He is becoming an object of desire. He gets value based on how many other people want to be with him. In the dating scene, he is incredibly popular. And because of that, he now has social influence. And because of that, he can be casted in other movies. Now, ideologues would complain that is sexist. Men understand this power, and they're like, okay, well, how can I make money out of it? Right? And that makes you furious. That makes you livid. That makes you upset. And that makes me not give a fuck. But this is literally what's happening. Like, this is a movie that's targeting women. Most people that see it are women. They see handsome actor on the set, and they're like, wow, they're really good. So, because he's charismatic, because of qualities that he has honed over the past years, because of his acting skills, he manages to be an object of desire for many women, and this gives him a lot of social power and makes him a better actor. Right? If this was a woman, like I remember when Scarlett Johansson was being praised for her doing the Black Widow, she was like, oh my god, oh, I'm being objectified, oh, it's so horrible, give me money. Right? Like, this is the difference that you're seeing here. And also, when you look at the actual movie, most of the female characters are assholes. Unironic, like, it is very difficult to find a female character that I like in this movie, like that I would like to spend time with, that I would enjoy being around. They're assholes. They are self-centered. I mean, even the original Barbie that you're supposed to like, she destroys an entire society. She abducts people. She brainwashes them. Fortifies an election. And after she does all of this, after she destroys everything, she leaves the society and goes for the real patriarchy in the real world. Like, there is nothing to like about this character. There is no positive traits. Like, literally, the entire journey is one of self-centeredness. It's like, how does it affect me and why I don't like it? That's the whole thing with this Barbie. And it's like, I can't like a character like this. Like, look at when it's a male character arc that men like. It's usually like the man tries to sacrifice himself to protect others. When it's a female writer that writes female characters, it's like, well, this woman does whatever she wants and there's no repercussions for it. Why don't men like it? Why don't other women like it? Because that's even the thing, you know, like, other women don't like it. As you're pointing it out, like, most women are going because Ryan Gosling is in the movie. And that's why women actually like this a lot more than they, you know, like, there's even memes like the one that I have in the thumbnail, which is very popular with the ladies. And this is the reason for it. Because the characters that are written properly, and like in the case of Ken, right, it's not just like he's out for himself. Because if he was out for himself, he would have just got into the real world and just lived the dream. No, like, he's actually trying to change and improve the lives for other people. And apparently, according to the movie, which is a feminist-centric film, he succeeds. Like, over 90% of the people in Barbie Land were happy when Ken had this patriarchy and even allowed people to have a right to vote. So, you know, like, he basically did something for others. Like, he built something. The only thing that Barbie does is destroy. She destroys the system that Ken made, doesn't replace it with anything better, and then just fucks off. And the message of the movie is that, of course, Barbie and Kens don't go together. Which is a really horrible message, because I don't think, like, men and women are supposed to compete with each other. They're supposed to complete each other. So anyway, right, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.